Hello everybody, Daily Query here, and today I decided it would be fun to flesh out some of the tales that come from the original colonies of cats, aka clans, that I have, for those who may be new here. I figured I'd start off with the tale of how they found their new home here within the Sand Sea. We begin our story with a trio of friends. Hunter, a lithe Tom with plumey silver and white fur, was the loudest of the bunch. He may have been small, but he was first to rush into danger and loved to show off for any other cats. Sand was an older cat, a big burly molly with pale golden fur spotted with dark stripes. She was usually quiet, very watchful, but quick to defend her allies with tooth and claw. Lastly was Furs, a scruffy brown molly who was always eager to learn new things and more than willing to dig around in the dirt to find him. The three had grown together since kithood, traveling the Life River's shores and meeting other cats. On the moon's brightest night, they found something new. To the west, they saw an expanse of sand so big it stretched like an ocean towards the horizon. A distant sharp peak of stone, the only thing to break the line of gold. Furs was eager to find out what lay within its depths, and after some convincing, the trio packed up a wagon with supplies and headed away from the Life River, west into the Sand Sea. Days passed with nothing but endless sweeping dunes. The trio were beginning to grow discouraged as their supplies dwindled. When their hope had nearly gone, they finally reached the base of the sharp spire of mountain that rose like a monolith among the sand. To one of its peaks they climbed, and there they bore witness to a lush oasis stretched out before them. They rejoiced, having finally reached their destination, but were surprised when another group of cats stopped them before they could run into the marshes. There stalks a great beast, they warned, a snapper with a sailed back that darkened sunbeams light. Hunter puffed out his chest, and despite the protests of the others, set off into the marshes. There he found a great snapper that towered over him, its sail casting looming shadows across the waters. He was not deterred, and for days they fought, trading blow after blow. It was on the third day that the beast finally fell, and the cats rejoiced to find their home free at last. There, some of the cats, including Hunter, now named Snap Hunt, settled. Sand, however, was not content here. She found the marshy ground horrid, and the taste of the fish they ate disturbing. Not only that, the riverside cats never seemed to care about keeping their territory safe after the great snapper was felled. She set out to find a place for herself, alongside the other cats who shared her ideals. Back onto the sweeping dunes of sand they traveled. But when the sun rose and they'd yet to find shelter, Sand began to grow fearful for the lives of those who'd followed her out here. Under Sunbeam's scorching rays, Sand began to dig. She dug until her very claws were worn smooth, and from the earth she carved out a cave for the cats to hide from Sunbeam's heat. As though the ancients themselves were granting her a gift for what she'd done, the river's waters broke through a wall of the cave and brought cooling life along with it. There settled Sandmover and her followers. Furs was last to leave. She was content in the marshes, for the most part, but she wished more than anything to climb to the stars and learn of their wisdom, or burrow beneath the ground and hear the earth's voice. She set out on her own, to a barren land of grass and scrubby plants. She searched and searched for a tree big enough to reach the sky, for ground soft enough to dig for answers, and yet her searching came up empty. Distraught, she called to the ancients that night and begged them to speak to her, and yet they were silent. In the morning when she awoke, it was to a surprise. Tangled within her pelt were dozens of seeds she'd never seen before, and between her paws the biggest seed she'd ever seen. Reinvigorated, she ran across the scrubland, the seeds scattering along the ground and sprouting into twisting tangles of foliage and towering trees. In the center of her new lands, she buried the big seed. From it burst forth a massive sycamore that reached towards the stars. Here, Seed Furs settled, with other cats who joined to be among the shelter and shade of the forest. And so founded the three colonies: the colony of the marshes, led by Sir Snaphunt, the colony of the dunes, led by Dame Sandmover, and the colony of the trees, led by Dame Seed Furs. I hope you all enjoyed this tale, and keep an eye out, because I've got a lot more to tell. Like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you next time.